Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your first week of October Jupiter Blessings reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be pinned in the comment section below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And hope that you guys are doing well. In case you have not seen it on my social media platforms, I am doing a flash sale, and that's like last minute because I posted it like midday, right? I'm doing a flash sale, and there's only 2 available for Jupiter Blessings today. You will get a same day reading today, October 2nd, 2025, if you purchase that reading. The link will be pinned in the comment section below. Again, there's only 2 available until 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that we got was We Made It by Drake featuring Soulja Boy. Drake happens to be a Scorpio, and Soulja Boy is a Leo. So you yourself could be a Leo or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. Also, I mentioned this in yesterday's reading. Scorpio season begins at the end of this, towards the end of this month, the end of October. So I see a lot of changes happening for people with their finances, especially in the month of October. Keep in mind, October is associated with the number 10. The number 10 is associated with endings and brand new, all new starts, new beginnings, right? So I wouldn't be surprised how things will be transitioning. And speaking of transitioning, if you think about October is associated with Scorpio. You know, the Scorpio season begins in October. And Scorpio is associated with the death card, which is all about transitions. So there's endings and there's brand new beginnings. Every time something ends, it's replaced by something else. Always. It's just the ebb and flow of life. So you guys have big transitions happening, and I feel like it's definitely associated with your finances for sure. And with this being a Jupiter Blessings reading, you know we're gonna talk about it. Now, the message that I heard was that you've always been able to make something out of nothing, okay? And it's been challenging, it's been difficult, but just like the name of the song, you made it though. You made it. You made it, and you came out of it. And now the road moving forward is going to be much smoother because some of you guys was, I mean, y'all was driving, hitting them potholes. You know, it was getting tearing up your tires. AKA, it was causing strain on you physically. Some of you guys were working nonstop, trying to catch up on bills, trying to make do, trying to make ends meet. You know how the saying goes, robbing Peter to pay Paul, just to take care of business. And especially those of you who are parents, you have been, and I don't care how old you are or how old your children are, I feel like you have been very devoted and dedicating to make sure your children have all the things that you didn't have. And I'm not just talking about material things. I'm talking about stability. Making sure they never had to worry about anything to eat. They never had to worry about clothes on their back. They never had to worry about the lights being cut off. You know, things like that. So I feel like a lot of you all have been so focused, hyper focused on that has been your goal for the longest time, making sure everything is taken care of, okay? And I feel like no one would know what you have been through. Even some of your most intimate people in your life, they have no clue what you have been through. You may have said a thing or two to a couple people that you trust, but they don't have a clue about the toll that it took on you, because guess what? You didn't let it show. Not the way that other people would let it show. Like some people, they wear that stress in their face. It ages you, right? But for a lot of you all, And speaking of that, the spirit animal, and I'm not joking, the spirit animal that I got was the catfish. You guys are catfishing people. If you think about catfish, it's not exactly what it seems. Like if you think about the show The Catfish, somebody is sending fake photos to someone and they really don't look like that, or they're really not that person at all. You guys have been catfishing people, but I'm not getting in a negative way. I'm getting like, you don't look like what you've been through. That's the vibration I'm getting with that. You have been a catfish to people because people do not know what you're going through, because you do not look like what you have been through. Even if you have been through heavy times and struggles, you are not allowing yourself to stop taking care of your grooming. And because one of the biggest signs, and most people know this, one of the biggest signs of stress and anxiety is when people start to let themselves go. And when I say this, I'm not saying like you should go out and buy the latest designer this, the latest designer that. No, simple upkeep is not so simple when you're going through depression for certain people. That's when you know that people are stressed out and going through something because they start to let themselves go. Their hygiene, it's just everything with their grooming, and they start to look tired. They look tired. And like I just said, stress ages you. For you, you the positive side of a catfish, where people wouldn't even know what's going on in your life because you just keep flowing upstream, and you're going to keep going. Like I said, I'm seeing Like initially when I was picking up the energy, I was seeing somebody like driving on the road. There's potholes and there's, you know, blockages and, you know, speed bumps and all this other stuff. And now I'm seeing somebody just driving. Ain't nothing stopping them, just driving into the sunset. And that's what you guys are getting ready to do. And that's what you're getting ready to experience. It may not feel like that right now, but baby, we are in a 10-month. Those transitions are happening. Whether you see it bluntly and directly in your face or not, oh, it's happening. Transitions are happening. I love the month of October. If you've been on my channel for a while, you guys know every year I say this because it's always something positive. Whether it be at the very beginning or the very, very, very last day, you're going to notice the way you came into October, you ain't going to leave October like that. And most of the time, if you've been doing the work and you've been consistent, it's going to be positive, okay? So speaking of spirit animal, the catfish, that is associated with heightened psychic spiritual sensitivity, creativity, fertility, prosperity, artistic endeavors. And then also, like I said, catfish could be warning of deceptions. Now, for a small group of you all, be mindful about sending people money. If you're dating somebody who is like your online dating or your long distance dating, make sure this person is who they say they are. That's not for a lot of you all, but I'm just gonna tell you, I see it a lot. A lot of people are online dating, long distance dating, things like that. Make sure you're paying attention and you know who you are talking to. I just seen something the other day on Instagram that flapped my gasses, okay? This man was showing how you can use AI to trick people. Like you can pick this AI figure and you can look however you want to, and then people are using it to, like, you know, if someone says like, I want to do a video chat, you can use that AI figure as you. Like it could present on the screen as you. So they think that they're talking to this version of someone that's really somebody else that's basically a scammer. So be very, very careful. AI, I'm going to tell you, AI is good for some things, but I feel like overall AI is really doing a lot of damage and it can really do a lot. So just make sure you are checking all those details, and I hope you know who you're talking to, you know, things like that, especially when you're sending money and things like that. Also, I'm hearing a message like something is going to come in, like something coming in the mail that looks like a bill, but it's not. It's something with scam shit. I'm going to tell you, around this time, I've noticed there's heightened activity with scams as well. I don't know what that's about. Maybe because, you know, as we begin October, the first half of October is Libra season. Libra is air, and air is communication, data, processing, paperwork, stuff like that. So it could vary. And then, you know, Libra is associated with documentations for sure, like I just mentioned, but also legalities and contracts. So it could just really look like, it can be something that looks official and it's not. So make sure if it's something that doesn't look familiar, make sure you're emailing and checking stuff, because it could be some monkey business going on behind the scenes, okay? So let's jump into it. Let's talk about some names first. Middle, last name, street name, business name. Put it where it applies. We have a couple numbers and a date also, okay? We have Dion, we have Todd, Zoe, Freddie, Frida, Tasha, Ishelle, Ferris, Thomas, Georgia, Nico, Casey, Aubrey, DeAndre, and Rose. We have the number 55, the number 5, the date May 10th, and also the date October 4th. If it resonates with you, perfect. But if it doesn't, that doesn't mean that the reading is not for you. It just may be specifically, you know, it may be very specific messages for someone who has those placements or anything like that. Also, if the reading is not for you and it does resonate with someone that you know, you may need to forward this message to this person, okay? So let's jump into it. And guys, please make sure you are clicking the hype up the video so that it can circulate more on YouTube. It's very helpful for the channel. It keeps the channel free. I'm not doing Patreon or anything like that. I'm just here on YouTube, okay? So we're going to go through the deck until we get the major arcana. What am I thinking? I'm hearing too many messages right now. I'm seeing a boat right now. Somebody's going on a cruise. Is somebody booking a cruise? I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place, but I'm hearing like somebody's paying off a balance for a cruise. This is interesting because now it's kind of making me think about that catfish scenario. Like if somebody's paying for, I'm seeing a cruise, like somebody's paying off the final payments of a cruise for them and someone, but I'm also getting like some travel plans as well. Not just a cruise, but some travel plans. Like if you're in a long distance relationship and you're like, okay, well, I'll pay for your flight or something like that. Make sure you pay for the flight directly. Don't send this person the money. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that just caught me off guard. We're going to look for the Wheel of Fortune. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers for our Jupiter Blessings reading. Currently at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. So there's definitely something with family. And remember, I was talking about children. You got a child right there, right in the middle. And I feel like this goes back to what I was saying. You have been working hard to set a foundation, because this is just a foundation. You don't have any walls, windows, rooms. You just got that foundation of structure. You're trying to set a solid foundation for your family. But I also notice, even though this is a very positive card, again, there's no walls, there's no anything else. They're just in that foundation structure. So it's like, even though you may not have everything that you want, because there's nothing there. There's nothing. They're just inside those four, you know, in between that structure. Even though you don't have everything that you want, look at that child. That child is smiling. Your children don't know struggle. Even if you are going through things, it's like you may not be showing your children how frustrated you are with things that's going on with you financially. You just make it happen. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting here. Some of you all, and I always notice this about this card, how the lavender is kind of creeping towards them. Some of you all, you may need to get some like air diffusers and things like that, and then put lavender essential oil in there. Lavender essential oil is good at like helping with, it's soothing. It calms your energy. Do I have some here? Yeah, lavender. Get some lavender essential oil, put a couple drops in your diffuser, and just zone out, just zen out and meditate. Close your eyes and just let yourself relax. Because we do know, like, when you get worked up and stressed out, it can affect you physically. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. So let's go ahead. Yeah, you got victory. Then I say the road ahead gonna be smoother. Six of Wands, success, attainment, achievement, victory. I did mention Leo earlier because Soldier Boy is a Leo, and that is a card of Leo. Some of y'all may be a Leo, or you've been having a very difficult time where it seems like everything has been piling up on you since Leo season, July, August time frame. Yeah, as soon as I said that, everything's been piling up on you. Like you feel like you're defeated, like it's so much going on, you don't know what to do with yourself. And that's Wands also. So for some of y'all, yeah, some of y'all has definitely been since Leo season. You got Leo here too. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. And I did mention that Drake is a Scorpio. And I'm mentioning them because, of course, the song that we got, We Made It. But that's confirmation also, we made it. The words is not, I'm going to make it. It's we made it. So you are making it out of some difficult times. You just don't see it yet. By the end of October, I guarantee a lot of you all, it's going to be shifting. It's going to be changing. Okay? For some of y'all, I feel like there's a lot of roadblocks. There's a lot of things coming at you all at once. You see all these wands flying at him? Like everything just coming at you all at once. But you see how he's so calm? He doesn't look stressed out. And that goes back to what I was saying. You guys are catfishing. People can't read what's going on with you. They don't, you know, they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Look how calm he looks. He has all these wands coming at him, and he's guarded. He has his armor, or he's, you know, he has his weapon to protect himself. And if you think about all these wands coming at him, he could be very stressed out, and he very well may be, but he doesn't let it show. Look at his face. He don't look stressed at all. And I feel like that's how a lot of you all have been carrying yourself during this time. So again, we want the Wheel of Fortune, the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers for our Jupiter Blessings reading. There you go. So right in front of you, you have, yep, Nine of Pentacles, single woman, single man, but also she's surrounded by abundance. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you all, that's what I'm saying, you're stacking up. You see how behind her, the money is stacking up. You're stacking up money, or you're getting ready to. You're going to be able to finally retain more than spend. So you know how you have people spend more than they actually make, and so there's deficits. I feel like a lot of y'all, you're getting ready to balance out those scales as far as your money goes. And I like this also because she's surrounded by abundance. She's surrounded by it. And that's going to be you. Stability and abundance. You have the Wheel of Fortune. There's that line again. Something definitely happened in Leo season. And that's why I said you have fought some battles. You have fought your way through it. And when you're coming out of Libra season, because you got swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know, you have fought the good fight. There's no more for you to have to do moving forward, because he's at the edge of this fight here. He's at the cliff. So whatever you've been going through, it won't be much longer. But some of you guys are still so stressed right now with the Eight of Swords. Someone just had to pay some massive repairs on a vehicle. I'm getting also. Anytime I get the Knights, the first thing I think about is the horses. And, you know, of course, cars have horsepower. So for some of you all, you had to pay a lot of money, possibly $900+ on a car repair. Ooh, I would hate to think about $9,000. I had a car once, and just like the timer or something like that for the car, they told me was $8,000 just for that part to get fixed. That didn't even include the service fees and da da da. And I was like, well, $8,000. I'm gonna just put some money down to buy a car cash or something like that. I wish I would do that, you know. And so yeah, somebody may have had to pay a nice amount of money to get a car fixed. And that may have set you back. That's what I'm getting. That may have set you back. There was some big expense, like really big expense, that set someone back. But you're getting ready to bounce back from that. Because I'm also hearing like this is bounce back season. I'm hearing what's that song? Bounce Back by Juvenile. I don't know what his zodiac sign is. I don't know why I want to say Cancer. I don't know if he's a Cancerian, but for some reason I want to say Cancer. Yeah. Okay, so let's get a clarifier. Bottom of the deck. Hello. What I say? Y'all gonna be good. You have put in the work. You have fought the good fight. Because see, whenever you see a knight there, either going into battle or coming out of battle, he ain't no more battle for him. He's at the end of the road. Literally. Look at that. He's at the edge of the cliff. You guys are done with that. Now you get to sit pretty. Now you get to enjoy the fruit of your literally the fruit of your labor. When you think about it, just imagine going home every day. Like all you do is work, pay bills, take care of your family. It just feels like there's no enjoyment. You don't get to just sit down and relax. I feel like for a lot of people, the issue is that you don't have any money left over. You just work and every time you look up, you're just broke. You know what I mean? It's like paycheck to paycheck. This energy is indicating that you are actually going to sit back and look at all that you've accomplished, and you're going to be grateful for it. And you're like, it was all worth it. It was hard, but we made it. It was hard. And this is also somebody who owns business. You have, male or female, you have been on business. You have been doing your big one. Like nobody can take that from you. That's what I'm getting. Like I feel like nobody can take anything from you. You have worked your ass off. Some of you all have worked 2, possibly even 3 jobs. 2 jobs and a contract job. And also I'm going to say this again because I do believe when I was talking about the spirit animal, the catfish, creativity and artistic endeavors, a lot of y'all do need, you need to start selling your artwork, or you need to get back to doing artwork because it can make you money. I say this often in these readings, and I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I don't have time to do that if I'm working 7, 8 jobs. Well, hell, you know, make some time for it, and you'll start to realize if you start selling your artwork, you won't have to work all them jobs. You know what I mean? It's just all about how you promote it and how you put it out there. You never know. You never know. I remember when I was working in nursing, I used to make custom cakes. And I was working in nursing, and for one of my coworkers' birthday, I made a custom cake, and it was decorative and all this stuff. I kid you not, my coworkers on my unit was taking pictures of the cake and was sending it to other nurses and stuff like that who worked in the hospital, and they were coming to the unit, taking pictures, getting slices, and I had orders before I left my shift. And I was just making a cake for her because that was one of my favorite coworkers, and I just made that cake, and you know, it became a side hustle, and I actually made custom cakes for like 3 or 4 years. So you never know. So let's see. Yeah, you never know. Blessings are coming in. Look at this combination. This is dope. They're facing each other. They're not looking at each other, but they're facing each other. Wishes are coming true. If you have been pouring, she's pouring. You have been pouring your effort and energy into something. It is paying off. It is paying off. You won't be going through these struggles and hardships. It's paying off soon, y'all. I'm telling you. I feel like before Libra season wraps up, you made it. Before Libra season wraps up, because he's at the edge of the cliff. So by the end of Libra season, you're going to see a significant change in some type of satisfactory, some type of happiness as far as everything that you put time, effort, and energy into. It didn't go unnoticed by the universe. And it's all going to be worth it. It's all worth it. Let's get a clarifier for that 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have the Star card in reverse. So again, I feel like currently this is one of those energies because we just had it upright. So we know that, yeah, you're getting ready to meet your mark. Because when we talk about the stars also align us with our fate and destiny. It guides us to where we're meant to be. It's in reverse. So some of you all with this in reverse now is saying that you don't feel like you are where you want to be. And that's fine. Just as long as you don't beat up on yourself about it. It's fine to feel like that. We all should have certain goals for ourselves. And some of you all feel like you haven't met your goals yet. But that's coming in though. It is. It's coming in. Let's get a clarifier for the 9 of Pentacles. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier for the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, for our Jupiter blessings. Look at that. Things are going to start to play out. And it's like you're going to have control. He's holding that cup, which means he has control over it. That's why I said by the end of Libra season, okay, the very last day, you're going to start already seeing like, okay, things are clearing up. The heaviness is evaporating. You know what I mean? The heaviness is being lifted. And then you have more control. Because right after Libra season, we go into Scorpio. He said he's looking at this cup and he's kind of smirking like, yep, I got it. Okay. I got my feet on the ground. His feet are on the ground. Feeling more stable, feeling more secure. When you think about pages are starting. They're blossoming. Things are just getting ready to take off. So things are going to take off in a positive way. This is a good combination here. So by the end of Libra season, you're going to realize, okay, I can breathe. Like you can breathe differently because it feels like finally, like letting out that breath. I feel like for a lot of y'all, you have been holding your breath. Like you have been holding a lot of tension. And a lot of people don't notice that. Like when you are stressed out, you tense your muscles up a lot because everything's stressful, so you're tense. And then when you blow out that final breath, like, it's like relief. A lot of y'all are going to feel and experience relief by Scorpio season. That by the end of Libra season, you're going to see that everything is changing. It's like you're not fighting as much to stay afloat. You get what I'm saying? And that's pun intended with that, because stay afloat, because right after that, you're going right into a water sign season. And you're going to have control. Also, this reading in particular is messages. Pages are messengers. This is a message letting you know, like, you're going to be all good. It's going to be good. Remember I was talking about on the road, because he has to ride on the road or the path on his horse. And I was talking about the speed bumps. Ain't no more speed bumps. Look how smooth and flat that ground is that he's standing on. No more potholes. No more speed bumps. No more roadblocks. Nothing else stopping you from, establishing and conquering. I'm here conquering. You guys are going to conquer something. And I'm also getting something with the shoulders. I'm just noticing this. See how she has this like little decoration here on the shoulder. And then there's like this heavy little plate right here on the shoulder. Some of you guys you have tension and stress in your shoulders. I don't know how to explain it, but have you ever realized, like, when you get home, you just laid out or just sit and relax, your shoulders just drop, like, I'm getting that. I notice that I do that when I drive. I'm a tense driver. I don't know why, because I know I'm paying attention, but you don't know what these other fools on the road do. And when I notice that I do that, I try to tell myself, okay, relax your shoulders, because you don't even notice that you're doing that, but you're holding tension and it affects you physically. So a lot of y'all, you wear, okay, thank you. Spirit is saying you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that's where the tension and all that stress is coming from, and that's why your shoulders are tight. Gotcha. Okay. You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Absolutely. And that's what I got from the beginning. Y'all got this. If y'all don't take nothing else from this reading, you got this. I'm telling y'all right now, you got this. Let's get a clarifier for the Knight of Swords. You've been headed for this long. You ain't going to give up right now. The fight is almost over. Even if you have debt after debt after debt after debt, it's not the end of the world. You're going to get through it. You just are. You know what I mean? So universal energy. Look, can't make this up. This flip face down, so we're not going to take it, right? And what do you got? The same dang on card. You got a couple cards, so we're going to look at them. That's what I'm saying. The money is coming in. The money is coming in. The stability is coming in. And like I said, by the end of Libra season, you got a bird there. Birds are air signs. Libra's air. By the end of Libra season, you're going to start to realize, like, I have control. Look at our hand on this Pentacles. Now, I'm going to say this again. Things are going to become more established with your money, because she had 3 Pentacles back here, 6 Pentacles right here. That means your finances are about to double. Her hand is right on top of it. Also, the number 6, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number 6 is associated with your domestic life, your home life, your monetary life is associated with that. So your home life, your monetary life, your family. 6 is associated with family. It's going to, you've been doing an excellent job at fighting for the ability to be able to provide and do the things that you need for your family. And it may feel unnoticed. And I'm going to say, as a parent, you guys know I'm a parent to 2 teenagers, a 16 and then my son will be 18 on Halloween. Sometimes you feel like they don't appreciate the things that you do. But I guarantee you, they see it. They see it. Everyone deals with stress and things differently. So sometimes it just seems like people are being ungrateful. But you better trust, know, and believe. They see it. I'm telling you that right now. You don't feel like they do, though. The Hermit, seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, seeking clarity. He's on his journey alone. What I'm getting with this is like in reverse. You're not on this journey alone. Spirit has been with you the whole time. Your guardians, your guides. You don't go through this journey alone. You have the Nine of Pentacles twice also, right? Pentacles towards Virgo, Capricorn. This is Virgo. Virgo season is August, September. September is 9. So a lot of you all, things may have flipped upside down for you in Virgo season, possibly in September. And it's like now you are finally getting back on your feet. Her feet are on the ground. His is not. Okay? So you're getting back on your feet from something that you had to pay for. I'm getting like somebody had to pay a big expense. And it was so unexpected, you know, a hot water tank. Like I said, I'm definitely getting something with a car. Just something big where it's not no small money. You can't just bounce back from that real quick. No, you talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars that somebody had to pay. That was very unexpected. And it set you back quite a bit. But just think about the blessing in that you even had it to spend. That it doesn't feel good initially, but it's a blessing that you had it to spend, because you could have went without those services. You could have went without, but you made it happen. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. I love it. 5 of Cups, sadness, sorrow, grief, depression. It's in reverse. Absolutely not. There's nothing to be sad about. If you look at this reading, look at these cards. Okay. There's nothing negative here. There's nothing negative here at all. You have fought the good fight. And now you have stability. To have this card twice, the Nine of Pentacles twice, you have stability. Okay. And also the 9 in numerology is something is done. It's reached the point of finality. That struggle, that feeling like you have to constantly fight, you're done with that. You off of that. You way off of that. Some of you all felt like you have been going through something heavy by yourself. He's alone. He's alone. That's what the Hermit is. They're alone. It's in reverse. You're not alone. You definitely are being divinely guided. And also I want to talk about when I mentioned earlier with the spirit animal, the catfish, heightened psychic sensitivity. I mentioned that a lot of y'all really need to listen and pay attention to the signs of synchronicities that the universe is sending out. Like, say for instance, you're in your car and there's a commercial about a new career path or free schooling or something, whatever. Pay attention to that, because that may be your guiding light to your next point in your journey. You know what I mean? Like if you're thinking about right now, like, I'm not making no money with this job. I've been with this job for years, but it just doesn't look like there's a future in this. It's not much money in this anymore. And you hear a commercial where they're saying they're doing, they're waiving fees for this course, or you can get grants and da-da-da. Look into that. Those are signs that, you know, you were meant to hear that in that time for a reason. You're meant to hear that. Also, if you are into playing the lotto, and I don't suggest that people do that. That's not what I'm pushing for. But if you are into stuff like that, I just have to say that for legal purposes on YouTube, then you want to play with numbers of 9 and 5. Okay? Numbers of 9 and 5. I'm seeing that very strong as well. 9, 5, and 8. 9, 5, and 8. Play those numbers. I don't know how to play the lotto. Even if you have scratch offs, and you see on the scratch offs it has like 9, 5s, and 8s, definitely play that, because first and foremost, 8 is about abundance. 8 is a number of abundance. So if you see scratch offs, like out here, when I see the lotto, they have this lotto that's like 777, and it's a little scratch off. So if you see something that has 8s, 5s, or 9s, go ahead and grab that joker and get to scratching. Do your thing. If you know how to play the lotto, pick 3, pick 4, whatever. Again, numbers of 9, 5s, and 8s, however you put that in a combination, you may want to go ahead and do that. Okay? So thank you guys so very much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hype up this video. And again, there's 2 same-day readings available at my Etsy shop. The link is pinned in the comment section below. Until next time, take care. Be well. Bye.